Sorry guys, in the last episode you probably heard my dogs at the end because I had to cut that. And I messed up on the syncing again, which makes me an idiot. I do that. But as I was saying in the last episode before it ended, you look at a guy like Carey Price. Basically has the same trade value as Ryan Miller. One overall lower, but he's only 25. In 4 years, Miller's going to be 36, and isn't guaranteed to be as good. Whereas Carey Price, in 4 years, will be 29 and is going to be as good as a guy like Ryan Miller. Now, I wouldn't give up my whole team for freaking I can't even talk Carey Price, but I'd be more than willing to give up Ryan Miller and a few a prospect or something that I know is not going to make my NHL team. They're just there for trade. I'd be willing to. Plus Price is on 6.5 for the remaining of the GM mode, because I'm pretty sure I made this 5 years. I'm not 100% sure, but I'm pretty sure I made this 5 years. I did this so long ago, I don't even remember. But either way, Carey Price is set. We're set for the rest of the GM mode with Carey Price. Whereas Ryan Miller, he might drop down an 88. I'm not saying he won't be good. I'm not saying that he won't be an amazing goalie still. I'm trying to think what's going to be better for the now, which this isn't much of a take for the now. It's 1 overall, and then for the future you've got, an amazing goalie. So let's just see. Who do they want? If they want a prospect, here, this guy, Edmondson. He's a 3-star potential guy. He's not going to become. He might become something maybe a top 6, but he's not. I don't see him becoming anything, right? So you take a guy like Edmondson and Miller, and maybe that goes through Price because they have the same trade value, and they don't want to get rid of him, and they really don't want Miller. But with a few prospects, let's just give him Edmondson. Well, they want Coletta, because I didn't want to give him Coletta. Yeah, you can have Coletta too. So Edmondson and Coletta from maybe Miller and Miller for Price. I know this is kind of crazy, but I'm trying to think for the future. By the time Price peaks off, he'll probably be at least a 92. And that's just as good as Miller is. And then Miller's going to start getting worse. It's basically a swap of goalies. The only thing is we're getting a better aged goalie. So let's see. There's not too much to deliberate about on this deal. I think Montreal fans will think we came out ahead. Well, I'm not sure about that. But so now we have a new goalie. We have Carey Price. I'm happy with that. It's kind of controversial. So I want you guys to leave your opinion in the comments. But that's it is what it is. It's a big change though, and I kind of expected that when we go through that. They're basically the same value. So now we have a goalie who's 1 overall less, 7 years younger, and definitely has the potential to be a lot better. So we still have 3 goalies. I'm just going to sign this guy. I don't even know his name, but I'll sign him. He's 2.5 stars. I don't really care. But, alright, so we're going to look at our team here, and we've got our top 6, or top 4, and you got those 2 as our top 6. And then you've got our first line. So I think what we're going to do is we're just going to get to the end of free agency to where we can set our lines, which is usually around the 13th. So we have 36 players on our contract, $8 million in the cap right now. We have a 3 here for Theodore, decline. There's no one really I want in, we've got our goalie. We've got a younger team. Our average age on our team is 26. The only player I would think about replacing really is Pominville and maybe Gerby. And the reason I would get rid of Gerb is because, or Gerb, I don't know how to say it. But he's 26, if you keep a guy like Gerb, then his trade value is going to decline in the next year. Guaranteed, in a year, his trade value won't be what it is now. It won't be near as good because he'll go to the White Stars, and when you go to the White Stars, your value drops majorly. So that's what I'm thinking. Maybe we get rid of Gerb at some point, because I like to try and get the best trade value out of my players. And like, Pominville's kind of old too. I mean, he would still be fine at the end of the GM mode. He'd be 33 or think of 33 or 34 at the end of it. So I'm not too worried that he'll get worse, because 34 is by the time you start decreasing. So as long as we give him, but the thing is, we're not going to be able to play him on the first line. So I might just have to trade him. Okay, so now free agency's over. Del Zotto is still unsigned. He's an unrestricted, or he's still a restricted free agent. When does he become yeah, I guess he's been tender qualifying offered. Okay. Let me just check. He's still a restricted free agent, I assume, right? Yeah. The only team that's in for him is New York, and I don't want to commit my draft picks, so I'm good. And Zuccarello, Sauer, no, I don't need any of these guys. Okay, so now we can finally set our roster moves and our lines. Okay. So first thing we'll do is bring up any player that should be up. McNabb, Porter should be up. Finley shouldn't be up. I don't even know who Finley is. We go. Okay, so Grigorenko, go back to juniors. Nelson go down. Porter stay up. Finley. I don't even know who this guy is. I've never seen him before. Is he 6'8"? Holy crap. Send him down. Dougie Hamilton. Oh, I need to bring someone up. Oh, Dvorak needs to come up, and then Hamilton goes down. Okay. So we'll set our lines here. Druin, I agree, should come up and play the second line, because that gives him the most potential. We're going to keep Gerb. Is Ennis even a second line? No, he's third line. See, he's not even, so we'll give him third line. We'll move Gerb here, and then we'll move Skinner here. Because I think, is Gerb listed as a first line player? He is. So we've got 5 first line players. And then we'll move him in the middle. Let's take a look at their face-off. 70 face-off. 60. Dvorak has 73. So Dvorak, and unless Ott has a really good... Ott has 80 face-off. And what does Stafford have? Has 65. So Ott can go in the middle. So then you got Porter, Dvorak, Hunter, Stafford, Ott, Ennis, Gerb, Drowen, Pominville, Skinner, Kessler, Ben. And then defensively, you've got Myers, Larson, Leopold, or Shattenkirk and Spiza, and then Leopold, Foster. And like I said, I'm always thinking about upgrading the team. I don't even know. Kessler, how old is Kessler again? He's 29 right now, so that means that at the end of the gym he'll be 30. He's the same age as Paul. He'll be 34. And, you know, Kessler's someone that we can, you know... I just wanted to get a really, really good first-line center to play with Ben and Skinner, who can take face-offs. I mean, the problem is we have so many good players, and, you know, I don't want to play them on the second line, like, where they will get worse. I don't even know. It'd be crazy, but we could potentially... I'm nuts here, probably, but... I'm just an extremely biased Lightning fan. I don't know how much... He's probably got full potential. I was thinking Stamkos. Stamkos is probably at full, right? It's not full. That'd be insane to go for Stamkos, though. Unless they want... a guy like... How's Hedman? Hedman's 87 and top 2. Damn. Who's Kucherov? I haven't even heard of this guy. I should probably have heard of that guy. Probably. They're saying, who do they want? Like, I'm insane here. I like making big trades, though. Yeah, they don't really want anyone that we have. I mean, they want Drowen, they want Stafford, Skinner. They don't even want Leopold. So that wouldn't happen, but... let's go to trading block here. Let's go to... a first line forward who's no older than 27, who is got at least like 90 wrist, like 88 wrist shot power, We'll just do like 90 in each category, I guess. 90 wrist shot, power. There we go. This makes sense. You can't go back one way, but you can go the other way. So wrist shot accuracy. Can we select more than 3? Because I want like a sniper, like to play alongside like a guy like Kessler for now. And I know I'm probably making too many trades, but I like to, with a guy like I said, like, can I get a 4th rating in there? No, I can't even. But wrist shot or slap shot power, slap shot accuracy. Actually, I'll do that. With a guy like Gerb, I like to try and get the most trade value out of my players while it's still there. I mean, not saying that they're bad, but let's just look. There isn't many. Like I said, like the best of the best have those things. And it'd be pretty heinous to go after any of these guys, except maybe Grabner. What? Grabner's an 86. That's no much better than, I guess, than having Ben. Unless you wanted to go after a guy like Malkin, who's 91 and 27. I know I'm like, this is crazy because I'm never going to get one of these trades. Like, in real life, you would never even think about one of these. Yeah, like, they don't even want a guy like Pominville. The team would have to want Pominville and Gerb. Or however you freaking say it. Gerby, Pominville, and Leopold. Like, if we could find a team that has a really good player that wanted all of these 3 players, but none of them, like, Washington does, and Washington has Ovechkin. That'd be pretty insane to go for a guy like Ovi, though. That would be insane to go for Ovechkin. Okay. So yeah, it'd be crazy to go for someone like Ovechkin, but they want these 3 players, and I could easily cash in on like these 3 guys. This would be a big salary cap dump, and I could bring up like someone else. Like, who are they interested in giving away? Like this guy? Would that be enough? I gotta find like someone they're willing to give up. That's like, alright, high salary. Here, salary. Here, Joe Ward, I guess. 2 years. I'd like a 1-year contract, if at all possible. Not Johansson. Stewart? Yeah, okay, so Stewart would work. I think this is heinous because they don't want draft picks, right? Well, they do. They want my 3rd for some reason. I'll give them that, I guess. And do they want any prospects? I can't give them McNabb. No, they don't want any prospects. They're a team that's the now. If I could get this, that would be the craziest trade I've ever made. Because I don't think they'd take this. But there is a lot of value coming to it, but there's a lot I don't see this going through. Maybe if I added like one of those first that has a lot of trade value from like a while down the line. If they wanted it, but they don't want it, I don't think, right? Like a pick like 2017. I still don't think that would go through, but I don't have a bad relationship, and this might, be the craziest thing I've ever done, but I'll try it. Why not? So they're gonna say no, but they'd be interested in Gerb. So, the problem is I can't offload any more salary on them because. Okay, so if I got someone back like Stewart, what overall Stewart? He's 75, so he could play like a 4th line. So say we could give him someone like Stafford, if that puts him back over the salary, right? Yep. If I could get someone back for that, I'm really trying too hard here, but like I'd have to take Brouwer back for 3.6, and no one wants this guy, so I'd have to keep him at 3.6. But if I had Ovechkin, I still don't think this would go through. Even with the addition to Stafford. Stafford plays on our 3rd line, and I could bring someone up. That's not the problem. The problem is this is an absolutely insane trade that I keep trying because I want to get a freaking star player. I'm crazy, but we'll try it again. Yeah, okay, so they don't. I didn't think they'd do this. I'm gonna get rid of the trade here. One team I'm gonna go to is no, Boston, because you could always go after a guy like Sagan. He's only 85, but he's 21 years old. Or Edmonton. Edmonton probably doesn't want. Yeah, Edmonton didn't want any of those players. Florida doesn't have anyone, right? No. I mean, they have Huberdeau, and Huberdeau's I know gets really good. He's 20, and he's already 84 overall. What about Huberdeau? Hold on. What about Huberdeau? I couldn't give him this much salary. I have to take Leopold out. And then take a big contract backward. Here, Kuba's only got a year left. Then I couldn't give him Leopold still. What if I added like a small contract? Because they want to get rid of Kuba, so that's good. Like Steckel. That's still... Wait, hold on. They want to get rid of that guy? Weaver? That does. And then I could give them Leopold back. Why do I don't understand why I like making these really big trades, but I just do. So, like, if we got Huberdeau, he would go right on the second line with Drouin, and then eventually come up to the first line, I guess, next year. And that would go through, I think. I think this would go through without Leopold, but Leopold, I need to get Kuba back for the salary, and Kuba's only got 1 year left. He's 84, so, I mean, that's an upgrade, I guess, from Leopold, who's only an 80. Oh, he's an 84, too, so it's basically we're trading, it's a straight swap for Leopold and Kuba. It's just a salary cap thing, and then Pominville and Gerb for Huberdeau. I wish you could, like, save trades, because I want to go look at my team again and how it would look if I did this trade. I don't think this would be a smart trade, just looking at it. So, say I make this trade, I say, no, wait, I give away Gerb and Pominville. Then I'd have to say it'd be Huberdeau, Drouin, and then Stafford, and then have to bring someone up. I'm not going to do this. I'm going to do part of this trade, I think. I'm going to try and keep... I guess I'll try and keep... I'll keep... Who am I going to keep? They're worth the same amount. I'll keep Pominville. Or, I mean, I'll keep Gerb. I'm sorry. Alright, so Florida wants Huberdeau. Or they don't... But they don't want draft picks. They're interested in the goalie, but that puts them over the goalie limit. So I'll give them Clemenson. Take Clemenson back. And then a good way to make this trade go through, a really good way to make this trade go through, I think, is this. This made sense. Give them Leopold, take Kuba back, because Kuba and Leopold are the same player, and at the end of the year, if Kuba doesn't retire, Kuba's going to get, Kuba's done with his contract. So this trade makes sense to me if it'll go through, but I'm not sure if it will or not. So let's see. You are a bit off in value and doesn't meet our trade block particularly well. Okay, it kind of does. You're just kind of crazy. So Kukan I haven't even signed, so I can add him. Who did I just take out? I just took someone out. I took out the goalie. Let's keep the goalie in there. Shevladave, or whatever. I haven't even signed this guy, so if I got rid of him, I wouldn't care. He's 3-star, 56, 20 years old. Yeah, that's nothing I can't replace in the free agency. And then I could just keep Clemenson down and just, like, play him in the minor. At 36, yeah. At the end of the year, he'd retire, or be done with his contract. So, let's see. On behalf of the Florida Panthers organization, I accept your trade offer. We'll see you out there on the ice. Perfect. Again. People might think I'm crazy for doing that, but I think that's a pretty smart trade. What's with my invalid lines? Oh, yeah, there's not enough goalies down. Alright, I'll send him down. And then Karamo can be my minor league backup. Okay. New lines here. We've got... And he's still a second line player, right? Yeah, perfect. Okay. So then you got Drouin, Huberdeau, and Gerb on the second line. Is Skinner? No, Skinner's a second line player. Switch these two. That's perfect, because he's first and he's second. So now you've got Ott, Stafford, Ennis, Dvorak, Porter, Hunter, Stafford, Ott, Ennis, Huberdeau, Drouin, Skinner, Gerb, Kessler, Ben, and then Spiza, Shattenkirk, Larson, Myers, Kuba, Foster, with Carey Price between the sticks. So, I think that's a good trade for us, but I don't know. I mean, we got, what do we, oh, another thing I want to do now is I'll check, I'll go to edit lines here, yeah. I will go to our minor league affiliate, Rochester, and, Hamilton's on the first line down here. Do we have any early pick? How many prospects do we honestly have? Like, I could just go sign a bunch. If we went to contract, here, we'll go to contracts. Here, in the system, you've got how many forwards? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 8. And then this guy's not even signed. So if I went and signed 4 prospects, just to stick them down there, that would be a big deal. So I go to unrestricted free agents. I don't even want to sign. I want to sign like guys that are like no older than like 20. You see all these 3-star guys are all like 24. I'd have to get like a here 20. He's 21. There's 3. Yeah, that would work. He could go down. And then who else? 22. I don't need defensemen. I don't think. If I do, I'll come back for him. Here 20. Veyu. Yep. 2. 23 is a little too old. 22, I'll say, is the max. If I can't find anyone who's 2.5-star here, this guy. Macaulay. I mean, there's no point in not signing some players. There's no point. Leach is a defenseman. I don't know if I need defenseman. I didn't check. And Tesnick will work. There we go. What? Was he restricted? No, I don't know what that said. I must have just been like the... So that was 4 forwards I approached. So let's go back to in the system. Defensemen. And they're mainly centers. Yeah, there's 2... Oh, crap, I realized there's some of these in the system players are down aren't even here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I only have 6. So I need to sign 2 more and defensemen. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I already have enough defensemen. So I need to go sign 2 more forwards. I'll just sign the 2 best young forwards. That's fine. Here I don't really want to though. Like here, 3-star. I don't need defensemen. Here, this guy will work. Carlson. Dude, this guy won't sign with us. Okay, that's fine. Will this guy sign with us? I know we have like the tendency to... I guess these people won't accept my trade offers because I'm a bad wheeler and dealer. That's fine. None of these players will sign with us. That's fine. This goes away after a year. As you can tell, I'm a fantastic GM. Yep, I'm fantastic at what I do. Okay, so I'm just going to sim up to the first game, and then I'll probably edit these clips out. Alright. Whatever. A few of these players sign, what do I care? Like, those 3 guys accepted my offers. Well, I'm not bothered. Those players were just fillers in the AHL that I just need to have down there. I'd rather have those filler players down there. Even though... This is what makes no sense to me. You got players like Stewart. I didn't sign Stewart. He's 31 years old. Why is he down here if I have someone who can play there? I cared that much, but... I don't care enough to fix that, so that's it. You know, I'm just gonna sim through the preseason, and then I'm gonna edit these clips out. That's fantastic, and then we'll get these uploaded. This video is 25 minutes long. Holy crap! I have been talking for a long time. So I've got about like 2 episodes. That's fantastic. Ooh, Nicholas Backstrom. No, I'm good. I don't care, like, if they're complaining about my wheeling and dealing. I don't really care. When we sim up to that point, I'll just, oh yeah, expect me to play the playoffs, okay. When we sim up to the point, I'm going to take everything off my trade block, so I'm done getting trades, because I don't want any more trades. I've got a goalie. And since there's no injuries, I'm not bothered. I'm definitely salary cap complacent. With all my trades, I'm like way under the cap, which is good. Waivers will go into effect. Alright. That's maximum and minimum salary cap. Alright. Uh-oh. If it sims the game, our first game is a loss. Now I have to end the episode on a win. We can't start off with a loss. We'll watch this game, sort of. What the fuck going on with our team? Hold on. Our team just started off 0-2. Do I have the wrong goalie in net or something? Was trading Ryan Miller a bad decision? Nope. Carey Price was in. We just started the season off 1-3. What is going on? Well, I didn't mean to sim the first game, but well, that's not a very good start. I might have to move up. I might have to move Drow, and here's what I might have to do. I have to do this. I might have to, guys. I might have to do this and this. Not that. This. I might have to move Drow down to the 3rd line. Okay, that's gonna be in this episode. If you guys enjoyed, like, comment.